tee this one up. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense has the ball first today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB.
Oh, he's got some space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
LSU right back to the line. Trying play action. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Hillstead. Makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Maddox. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Lost a throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Offense lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave him some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when they got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And and you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The RPO, it's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You've got to flush that. You've got to get lined up, and you've got to communicate.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. LSU quick to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reason, like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is good. And you saw it on that play. Great job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They
fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it. Okay, wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the defense defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the line, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting... And picking... On the return, what a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
Let's it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Mountaineers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson looking to throw. Complete in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, they'll make those contested catches. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll try the run. Bites into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Red pass, it's complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Johnson wants to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
They'll send out the kicker here. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
There's so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown Tigers!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Out of the chute, quick toss play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Dead center perfect. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The kick is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, West Virginia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there up to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
LSU right back to the line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of the defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they gain the lead.
Plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They want to get this defense on its heels. Fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. They're working that left side. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Owen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Van Buren. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. East line set just inside the right upright. The lead now 5 here in the 2nd.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up a touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. LSU quick to the line. The play action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. There's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put it drop.
Turning it on. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down the option.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Fires it incomplete. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. LSU right back to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun. Wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
The give on the inside. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just to compliment your shoot. They kick it away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker. It is so important to this team.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The sure hands, it's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until it starts playing. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Right on the money.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
To the air on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. We did just that.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that lap.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Unloads quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got the back over the middle. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They boot it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Under fire. He just kept going forward. You have to step up, and they get him for safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's locked in. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU quick to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Quickly to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers have taken it inside the 20. Here comes the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the
defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.